Hello everyone, hello, Rabbi Abe here with another video. As promised, we are going to learn the name of the angel which is responsible for sustenance. I need to forewarn you, one needs to be careful when they use this name. It should never be pronounced, only contemplated in the mind. And I'll explain to you now how to use it before I tell you what the name is. So just first, a little bit, what is an angel? What are angels? I mean, are they, little things that fly around? No, they are not. Angels are forces of consciousness. And you can go back to the video, we did a video not too long ago on angels. So you can refer to that. I don't want to go into the whole thing, but angels are forces of consciousness that bridge the metaphysical, the spiritual world, with the physical world. And the clue to that, and we spoke about this actually in the last video on the meditation for sustenance, Pei Aleph Yud and Samach Aleph Lamed, we said was the numerical value of 91. And so we said in those videos that 91 is sort of a code for two holy names, the Tetragrammaton, the name Adonai, and the name which is spelled out, Aleph Dalet Nun Yud, which spells out Adonai. And the Tetragrammaton is 26 numerically, the numerical value of the letters. And the other name, which represents the physical world or the Shekhinah, the manifestation, is 65. So when you bring the two together, you have 91, 26 and 65, representing the unification of the spiritual world and the physical world. When you bring them together, the code is 91. It's the physics of Kabbalah, is numerology. So, interestingly enough, the word for angel in Hebrew, malach, mem, lamed, aleph, kaf, is 91. Does that give you a hint as to what angels do? Well, there you go. I mean, everything fits together perfectly in the world of the metaphysical. And this is what Kabbalah explains. So, 91. Angel is 91. What do angels do? They bridge the physical and spiritual world together according to their name. So every angel has a very specific name and is given one task to do. Angels can only perform one task at a time in their area. In other words, they have a job. So if it's not their job, they don't do that. A different angel does that. So you can't use the angel for sustenance for healing. For that, you have a different angel, the angel Raphael. The angel for protection, as an example, is Michael, Michael in Hebrew, more powerful when it's in the original language. So each angel, and there are different levels of angels, there are an infinite amount of angels. We also create angels, good and bad, according to our actions. But there are certain angels which are part of the main frame of the cosmic computer. And they stay in place because sometimes other angels that we create, they are created, they are destroyed. They are not part of the set. They're not set in the framework of the creation. But these are. And the one I'm about to tell you about also is. So let me reveal the name to you, but again, we do not say it. I've given the English pronunciation so that you can contemplate it in your head only, but it shouldn't come out of the mouth. It becomes then counterproductive. We are not supposed to call angels directly. And the reason why we can say the names of common names of angels, like Michael, Gabriel, is because they are also names of people and they are known also as common names. So if we would be concentrating to draw the energy of an angel, we also wouldn't use their names either, okay? We use their names to call people of that name, which is fine, But this is not a common name, and I know nobody by this name, all right? So this is the name. D, I've put it out in syllables, D, and then Kar, and then Nosa. Now it's important to scan the Hebrew Aramaic letters when we use this meditation. Now let me tell you how to use it. You use it within the framework of your prayers and desires, asking for sustenance. We are supposed to ask for sustenance every day, in fact. So going along with the other meditations, when we open up our hands and we're meditating on the Pei Aleph Yud, as in, number 1 of this series, okay, of the three videos that we've made dealing with names for sustenance, the Pei Aleph Yud, Poteach et Yadecha, we open the hands. And we are concentrating to the one source, the godly force, which is the one source of all sustenance, okay? And we're concentrating to draw the sustenance, but this angel is a go-between. Now this angel provides the opportunities. This angel creates the channeling for us to assist us to draw that sustenance through what we do. Okay, the source is one. The source of sustenance is not the angel. He is merely responsible to channel it to us from the ultimate source. That's what angels do. They are go-betweens. Okay? Now sometimes we need go-betweens. Why? Because it is easier for us to connect with them to get to that force, because there is a rule of similarity of form. Now, if we are not, let's say, at all times in a godly, in a pure, consciousness, which probably we're not, then the angel can make it easier to connect, because the angel is closer, and I'm saying closer. It's a celestial force, but it's closer to a human force. The creator force has nothing to do. In fact, we don't understand even what that is, right? All we know, it's an endless and infinite source of all good, all sustenance, all fulfillment. So this is why we use angels, and angels are constantly at work, whether we are aware of them or not. So again, we open the hands. We open the hands, concentrate on the source, drawing energy from the source of sustenance. And we can concentrate on the name of this angel. And then there's one extremely important factor to activate the sustenance to come through this angel. And what is it? It's happiness. It's a feeling of joy. It's a feeling that I desire to share what I have. Because when you're happy, you want to share it. You want to share your blessings when you have them. When you're in lack, you don't want to share anything. You don't simply have that feeling. You know, when you're in a really good space, you want to say hello to everybody. You know, you'll say good morning. We'll talk to strangers even. Again, because that's the nature of positive energy. The nature of light is to continue on, and that means sharing. So the rule of similars, or similarity of form, means that when we achieve a similarity with something, we connect to it. We can connect to it. You know, when we say we like someone, what are we really saying? I like you. I like you. Why do we like somebody? Because we are alike. I like you. So I am like you, and therefore we have in common commonalities. We connect. How do we create commonalities with the creative force that wants to give us all the sustenance in the world, infinite sustenance? But we are not infinite. We don't have an infinite space. And also, we have to be in the consciousness. If we're depressed, we will never be able to draw sustenance, or any blessings for that matter. And the paradox is, you know, sometimes we're in a bad space because we have lack. But that becomes a vicious cycle because the lack perpetuates lack. Blessing perpetuates blessing. So we have to get ourselves, in whichever way we do it, listen to some music, shake ourselves if we're feeling poorly or depressed or down. We need to get ourselves into a positive framework before we use these tools. Why? Because not only they won't work, it will create a lack. We don't want more lack. Lack creates lack. Fullness creates fullness. So when we are in a place of fullness here in our head, and again, there's a little bit of trickery involved here. We have to psych ourselves. Again, we have to work at being happy. You know, some of us think that, oh, people who are happy, they're just naturally happy. No, happiness is work, especially when you have a lack that you need to fulfill. You have obligations to meet. You have responsibilities. Hard to be happy. I get it. But psych yourself out. Listen to a laugh track. You know, Google laughter. And listen to that. Someone giggling, you know, and make yourself happy in that moment. Use the name. Concentrate on the sustenance. In the moment you're feeling happy, in the moment you're smiling inside, in the moment you're even laughing out loud. You know, easy when we're texting LOL. Are we really laughing out loud? That's a different question, probably a different discussion. But this is the way we use it. Again, when we open the hands and we're doing the other meditations, we concentrate on the name of this angel. We can contemplate the name in our mind only. We do not pronounce it. Very important. And connect to happiness, the energy of happiness and blessing, because I want to share the beneficence that I receive. I want to share it, and I'm ready to share it. I'm ready to share the blessing. And we are supposed to always share part of the blessings that we receive, especially the money in our life. There are rules about that, how to increase sustenance through the giving that we do. Again, another class, maybe we'll do that next. But meanwhile, I'm wishing blessings of sustenance and all the abundance to everyone. Remember, where our head is at, that is where we will find ourselves. All the best, everyone. Remember, give the video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you on the next video. All the best.